From Los Angeles, California, this is Burncast and I'm the bomb.
All right, so I'm at LAX, and through a series of coincidences, I ran into somebody I met. I never even met you at Burning Man. I taped you at Burning Man. I don't think we even met.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Outside of Burning Man.
And it's a project that is in top secret confidentiality mode, but it's something I will share on Burncast in the near future. But anyway, so through a series of coincidences, I recognized you at the gate on our flight here back to LA. So let's talk about who you are and what you're doing for Burning Man this year.
Who I am? I'm Trevor Tuttle, and I'm a 6 or 7 year burner.
Mm-hmm.
This year I have been involved in working on the conceptualization of one of the most insane art cars that could probably exist out on the playa. I was approached by a guy named Stacy. His last name is Greek, and I can never get it right, so I call him Reinheitsgebot, which is German for the purity laws that makes brewing more efficient.
Really? Okay.
It's not his last name, but that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
And I met him at Decompression, oddly enough, and we were just sort of helping someone out.
Mm-hmm.
And we started talking about steampunk in terms of a design style. It's a very unique and everybody seems to know what it is, but doesn't really realize there's a style for it. There was a steampunk tree out, years ago. So I think burners tend to be probably the most efficient at understanding what it means.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I've been starting a studio where I want to specialize in steampunk nouveau. Kind of taking steampunk and getting really kind of swoopy and elegant, and really sort of bring it up to the next level.
So it's taking the punk and grunge out of it, or?
No. It's taking it and probably making it a little more fluid. It's kind of it'd be like Moulin Rouge if you just smeared with axle grease. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Kind of in that vein, and then through machines and stuff in it. So then he mentioned that he had a vision for this flying machine, and it's any typical Burning Man project where you have people sitting around going, oh yeah, wouldn't it be great if we had this flying donut that tethered to German military war vehicles and there were Tesla coils coming off the bottom making music. But the further I started talking with this guy, I realized, just even in the nature of his conversation, this is Stacy.
I actually met Stacy at Bring Your Own Big Wheel, and he was telling me all about it at the attic in the Mission following the event. So when I saw your book and I was like, no way, you're the conceptual artist, I was like, get out!
Yeah, so Stacy and I realized that if anybody can pull this off, it's probably Stacy.
Okay.
So he...
who's a second-year burner, we should say.
Yeah, who will be a second-year burner. It just, hey... has profound effects on certain people. So we ended up sitting down, and he took me, and I work with a guy named Jason, and we have a little studio, and we just started throwing around some ideas. And essentially the idea of the core of this thing is it's a 90-foot helium donut that is suspended from 3 German military war vehicles.
Oh, wow.
Triangulated off the desert.
Okay.
These vehicles are obviously tethering this vehicle to the earth.
Okay.
You can control these vehicles from the gondola, which sits beneath the helium donut. So there's a big steering wheel, which can remote control move these vehicles. So the vehicles have people in them, so they won't run over anything or do anything like that. So essentially, and then dangling beneath the gondola are 3 Tesla coils, which someone in Chicago has figured out how to MIDI Tesla coils, so you can play music through them. So they don't react to the music, they create the music. So there's a DJ in the gondola creating music through the lightning as this thing is suspended 20 feet above the desert floor.
That's crazy.
As it rolls across and pretty much just, as Stacy said to me, he said, this is going to really mess with people that are on acid. This is going to mess with my grandma. Like, it's going to mess with everybody. And that's why I liked it.
So can you show us a little bit about what your concept? Here we go.
Sure. So
wait, let's show the book. Let's show the book. Isn't
this
that
is my studio.
Stunning? Look at that book, people. Okay, all right.
Okay.
right, let's go.
So GLR. So this is just some of the concept work I've been doing. Ironically, running into the bomb on the plane, or the bomb.
Yeah. Okay. So.
So there's a.
Oops.
Are you getting a
I
glare?
got glare. Yeah. All
Can
right.
you pull it out?
Oh, thank you.
Hopefully glare not so bad.
Okay, so I can't get much closer without getting blurry, but there's the playa, and
Yep.
right there.
So you can see people in there at the bottom to get a scale reference.
Mm-hmm.
There's a person up in there. This is a person right here, a little closer to camera, but right here you can see a person standing next to what looks like a Fabergé egg.
Yeah.
This Fabergé egg is what you get into and are hoisted up through this. There's a metal mesh there, which is hard to see.
Okay.
That's protecting people from the lightning. Goes up through there.
Oh, like
up
a
through
Faraday
this-
cage or something?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Wow.
And then it goes up. The egg goes up through this little portal to the gondola, which is up here, and then and then ultimately you'll be able to have access to the top. It's a different story. You can get up to 12 people on there at any given time.
Wow. Okay.
And then here's the second image. All right, so here's a view from the ground as if you were watching the egg go up into the gondola. You can see somebody up there in the glow of this light receiving the egg, which goes up into the gondola. Here we can see the Tesla coils a little better, the underbelly of this balloon,
Okay.
which of course is susceptible to, I don't know, light graffiti and just projections and things like that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So, and then thirdly, we have the view from the top. So this is in the gondola. You can see the big steering wheel.
Man.
So that's
Oh,
basically
wow.
how you would steer the thing. People lounging at leisure. DJ in the back controlling the music going through the Tesla coils.
Wow.
Crew, etc., controlling the vehicles on the ground.
Now you said this was an art car, so it's actually going to move around the playa?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the vision would be that it actually moves, and you can go, have it operate while it moves. Worst case scenario, it can move around and park, and then it, comes to life.
Cool.
But the whole thing will be tethered and will be mobile.
Is there a website where people can go to check it out?
Yeah, it's I believe it's called aerodrome.com, but just check a link around this little video, and it'll be up by then.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And your website, if you want to check out more of your work,
Is
is
GLR Studios, which stands for Ghosts Love Robots. Ghosts being stories and robots being technology. So
Love it.
Stories love to be told by technology. So
Okay, any advice to virgin burners going to Burning Man?
just show up with an open heart, and don't think you need to nail it, because you won't. And just breathe it in, and you'll get it by the time you're done, hopefully. And you'll reinvent yourself in the meantime and face every fear you've ever had, as well as every love.
And any advice to the jaded veteran burner?
It's still out there.